If you love to make your dresses in the comfort of your home, then this channel is definitely for you. Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today's video we'll be making a simple wrap top. If this looks like what you'd love to learn or make for yourself, kindly keep on watching and ensure you watch the very end so that you get every details about this top. And if you are yet to subscribe, kindly hit the subscribe button and turn on your notification bell to be the first to get notified whenever I upload a new video. Here in this channel we upload sewing tutorials, everything about fashion basically. And if you're interested, then stay tuned and let's get into the video. I made use of 1.5 yard of Ankara fabric. So go ahead and just start cutting. So to know the amount of fabric to fold, divide the biggest part of your body measurement and then add stitching allowance to that. Okay, so now from the starting line I'll mark my bust point of 10 inches and then the waistline. So I'll just use this as the waistline. So go ahead and mark out your desired top length. Okay, so from here I'm going to take the neck width of 3 inches and I'm going to take the neck depth of 1.5 inches. So note that we are cutting out the back piece first. Okay, so this is the back piece. Okay, so we'll use this back to cut out the front. So after doing that, I have marked half of my shoulder measurement, which is 7 inches, and then from there I came down by 1 inch for the shoulder slope, and then I'm going to connect it into the neck width just the normal way we draft, like so. And then I'm going to draw out my armhole line. So if you don't know how to find your armhole line, it will be on the screen, and then I'm going to connect it. In order to connect it into a straight line, I just marked out the same 7 inches and I drew it into a straight line just like this. So now what I'll be doing is to create the armhole. To do that, on the chest line, mark out your chest, your bust circumference measurement, and then on the armhole line, divide it by 2, mark out what you got. Here, go in by 1/2 inch and then connect the 3 dots together. So this is for the front armhole, but I'll use it for the back as well. Okay, so that you don't get confused. This is how you cut out your front armhole, but I'm just going to use it for the two, both the front and the back of the dress. Okay, so now I added 2 inches stitching allowance. So I'll come down to the waist. I'll mark the waist circumference measurement, which is here, and then I'll mark out my stitching allowance as well. After doing that, connect it into a straight line. So after doing that, so if you don't want to use this armhole, you can just cut out the back armhole. The back armhole is just from here, you just connect like this. There's no need to go in by 1/2 inch. Hope you understand. So I'll cut out the neckline, the shoulder, the armhole, and I'll just cut it out basically. So after cutting it out, that is what we have. To cut out the front piece, you fold your fabric into 2. Ensure that you have enough fabric for this. So now watch what I'll be doing so that you don't get confused. So I'll bring the back piece and I'll place it like this. So can you see how I placed it? The center front of the back piece, that is the folded side. There's enough allowance in front of it, as you can see. So that is how you should place yours as well. Just like this, there's enough allowance, and you have to make sure that that allowance is enough to accommodate your waist measurement. Don't worry, I'll explain. So from here I'll mark and check if this will accommodate my waist measurement, and it is perfect. So you divide your waist measurement by 4 and then you place the measurements here. So this is it. Okay, so you just make a mark just the way you see me doing, like this. After marking it, now we'll create the neckline for the front piece. So to do that, you just get rid of the back neckline. You can see me folding it inward. So from the starting line I came down by 6 inches. That is how deep I want it to be. You can make yours more deep if you want your cleavage to show. So just go ahead and connect it to the neck width like so, and then you connect it to the after connecting it to the neck width, you connect it also to the length of the top, just the way you see me doing. Okay, so I hope you can see the markings. I don't know what's wrong with the chalk. So this is the shape I have, and I'll just carefully cut this out. So this is just how to go about the front piece. Okay, it is not difficult at all. So you cut out every other part the same thing. So now I'll just open this up for you to see what it is looking like. So this is the front piece. Can you see what it is looking like? So now what I'll do is to open the back piece. I'll place the front piece on it, right side facing, and I'm going to stitch on it just by the shoulder. Okay, so you just stitch on it just by the shoulder for now. After stitching on the shoulder, you go ahead and fold this side all the way around, or you can use your bias to turn it, or you can use the same fabric as facing to turn it. So for me, I just folded it the way you fold your wrappers, and this is what it is looking like. It's looking so neat, right? Yeah, I know. So next I'll do that is cut out the sleeves. So I'm so sorry that the camera was not showing and I did not know. So I've already cut it out. It is right side facing right side, and then I folded it. This is what I did. So from the starting line, you come down by 4 inches for a bicep line, and then on that 4 inches you mark out your armhole measurements. Okay, then you connect it to the tip like this. Can you see? So you connect it like this, and then you cut it out. So that's just basically how to cut out the sleeve. And then for the length, you won't cut it out because you'll be adding an elastic so that it will be full. Okay, mine was not even full because the fabric was not enough. So that was what I did, and that was how I cut out the sleeve. So go ahead and notch that part after you must have cut yours out, and you will have something that looks like this. So now all you need to do is to fold the bottom parts like so, just to create channel for the elastic to pass through. And this is the elastic, so I'm using an elastic of 8 inches. So you measure the round of where your sleeve will stop and cut out an elastic that will not be too tight on you and that will not be too free on you. I hope you understand. And then I'll carefully insert the elastic into the sleeves. So after inserting it, this is what it is looking like for the two sleeve. Okay, so now we'll attach the sleeve to the top. And to attach the sleeve to the top, okay, there are two ways you can do this. You can either just attach it from here like this. Okay, you can just attach it like so to the other side, and then flip this to the other side, okay, and attach it. Okay, so you can either do it this way, or you can do it this other way. You stitch down the sides of your top using the inch sewing allowance you left. You stitch it down, and then you just go ahead and attach your sleeve. So whichever one works for you, it is fine. As long as it comes out well, it is fine. Okay, so I've attached my own sleeve, and this is what it is looking like. So now I'll go ahead and stitch the side. So I'll just stitch like so, stitch from here using the allowance I left, and this is my strap. Okay, so I just cut out these straps, and what I did was to fold in one side so that it looks neat. Okay, so after doing that, we'll go ahead and attach the strap to the top. And to do that, it is so very simple. I'll just place the strap right side facing right side. Okay, that is the rough part of the strap, right side facing right side like this on the top. Pin it down, and then you stitch it. By the time you flip it, it will look like this. So I'll repeat the same thing for this other one. I'm going to place it right side facing right side like this, and then I'm going to just stitch it down here. By the time I By the time I flip it, it will look like that. And this is what it is looking like after I was done. So that's basically it for this wrap top. For this particular one, there is no opening by the side, okay? So you just go ahead and knot it, okay? Ensure that your belt is long enough. Thank you guys for watching. I hope I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.